Success has different stories, and every person has his or her own narrative for how they became successful. Um, for me, like I said, there are multiple variables. The environment, the school system, the parents, um, but also meeting the right people, and people who really motivated you, people who really helped you. And I had a lot of those people in my life. A lot of people who are very supportive. And in my family, you couldn't rebel that much in my family. I mean, you can rebel to a certain extent, but my parents were very assertive. My dad specifically. Like, you can't yell and scream at home. You can't do these things and slam the door on it. You can't just do that, right? So my dad was assertive but very kind, which is an interesting combination. They were always supportive when it comes to discussing options about my education, about colleges, about what do I do for my life. Very open, very receptive, very kind, very loving. At the same time, very assertive about certain things. I remember having a cup of tea with my dad and my mom on the balcony and being confused about life and being confused about my options. What do I do? I know I want to go to medical school, but I'm also good, in literary arts. What do I do? I'm confused. Deep inside, I really want to do medicine, but I feel discouraged by people who tell me you're not going to go that far because you are very good in literary arts and you actually won't be a great doctor. So I remember my dad looking at me, and he didn't discuss that much, but he was very assertive. And he said, "You're going to medical school." And I think for me, that was what I was looking for. That was enough for me. He kind of put his foot down and said, "You will go to medical school. Pursue your dream. Don't look around for people who put you down. Just follow your dream." And I think that was also one of the key moments in my life, where it was just a sipping cup of tea. But that was really important for me. The age range for what is considered child, by the way, it's child and adolescent psychiatry. So we see teenagers and children. So I think the 18 is the edge for how we call people. So we see basically people from 0 to 18, but also sometimes young adults. But me having a background in adult psychiatry, I actually see all age groups. I see people, from children to probably late adult life, early older age. So I don't see very old people. I don't see 65 and above, but I see older people and I see children as well. I think one thing that is worth mentioning, just looking back at my small successes that I've had so far in my life, is that you never really know what Allah is preparing for you. At one point you might feel, oh, this is the end, or nothing will happen after this, or I can't see a door opening for me. When Allah is preparing another door for you, another door will be open. You just have to be patient. Given that you're still working and struggling and keeping the struggle and moving forward, but a door eventually will open. And I've learned that time after time after time. Every time I felt that no doors were open, Allah will crack a door open for me. And I think Allah sees you when you're struggling and you're trying to find your way. Actually, I know that. And this is where you have to believe that a door will open.